Hello, my name is Valerie Escamilla Herrera, and the artist I'm doing the artist presentation on is Yukai, who is an animator and illustrator. Some information about Yukai is that ever since she was little, she was always put into art classes, but as she was born in China, her mom had put her in traditional Chinese art classes where they would usually tackle art techniques such as watercolors. And she just talked about how, like, watercolor in those traditional classes were very limited with colors. They would mainly use black ink, which helped her understand hues and values of colors. And when she attended Guangzhou Academy of Fine Arts, she was able to have so many different color palettes at her disposal, which kind of intrigued her and um, pushed her towards becoming an animator and illustrator. And she graduated from Central St. Martin's 2014, um, which is a school in London. And she is now a London based animator and illustrator. So her style is very influenced by Impressionism, as you can see with the layers and dots and dashes in her artwork. She has very vibrant patterns and a playful flow to her illustrations. And you can see that colors play a very important role in her storytelling and her style of these illustrations. There is this sort of like organic depth to them. And when I say organic depth, I mean like right here, she has green mainly, and she uses so many hues and saturations and different values of green that it creates kind of this organicness to this illustration. It makes it seem very naturistic and like green. And this was for Volvic, a water bottle company. So her most popular artwork was is an anthology part two. Part one was mainly about scenes in her dreams that she would then illustrate afterwards. And but this anthology is very influenced by her trip to Iceland. She's got 3 awards for them in 2019. So it's like this series of illustrations that uses what you wouldn't really think, because and when you think of Iceland, you think of the greenery and the green scenery. And here she doesn't use green at all. Instead, she uses a lot of values and hues of and shadings of blue and red. I really liked how she uses hands in these illustrations. I thought it was really interesting as like rock structures and part of the mountains. And even here, you can see that there is a hand holding a waterfall as though they are um, a part of it. And you can see that they're kind of like mountains. And I just thought it was really pretty, especially the dots and dashes for the water. I thought that was really unique. And her accomplishments, she's done 6 art expeditions. 2 were solo. She's done 9 talks/workshops where she's helped people learn programs such as like After Effects and Adobe Photoshop. And she's been selected and awarded 4 films and her illustrations by Adobe. She's freelance, so she selects her clients, and most of them are like Adobe, TED Talks, BuzzFeed, and Lush. So my favorite artwork is How Small We Are in the Scale of the Universe. And this was for a Hubble telescope, a TED Talk. And I just really love this series because she was able to capture the vastness of the universe in these animations. As you can see, these are lots of dots and dashes as you've seen in her other illustrations. And the Hubble telescope you can see here. And it's very close up and then it zooms out, which I thought was really interesting and really cool. And this illustration in this GIF, she has different values and hues of blue, and I just really liked how there was kind of like these highlights sort of in the galaxy, and how everyone's like seeing the constellations, and there's a bunch of, instead of just like white stars or planets or anything, she uses like red and green and yellow, which I thought was really unique. And here it's just zooming out, and I just, it's just like, how do you capture that with an illustration? But she did it for this TED Talk, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. So that's it for my presentation, and thank you for listening and watching.